So you are going to need to open up the video window that you're watching right now with this link in a separate window. So you can separate this out by pulling this off of your bar using your thumb and dragging it as a side window. All right, and then we can just move your video window over, and here is your Smarter Balance screen. So just kind of shrink those down to the size you need and put them side by side. All right, so I'm going to take you through logging in and getting started with the problems. Pause the video at any time if you need it to slow down. All right, so clicking on the link takes you to this window, and you will click on this far one, the practice tests and training tests. Okay, this is the login window. You do not sign anything in at all. You're just going to literally just click sign in. You will be a guest. All right, this says, is this you? You just ignore all the settings except for one. You do want to take the high school version. So click to the high school and select yes. All right, you will be selecting the math practice test. You can come back at any time if you would like to try some of the other ones. This is open to the public, but let's do the math practice test. All right, these are settings. Please ignore them for right now and just go to select at the bottom of the screen. All right, this just has you confirm your settings. You just ignore it and select yes at the bottom of the screen. There is a sound check, and you go ahead and play that, and then you're supposed to be able to hear it. You can pretty much ignore this, and also if you don't have headphones, please just shut the volume down to mute, and then go to the bottom of the screen. Oops. And go to the bottom of the screen and please say, I can play the video and sounds. Just select that. Here's a bunch of information. You just skip it. Please select Begin Test Now. All right, so it takes you through solving problems. This is a simple, just select from a multiple choice answer. M squared minus 25, you're asked to write an equivalent expression, so essentially it's asking you to factor it. And if you want to pause the video, you can try it yourself. I recommend you do. Otherwise, I'm going to show the answer. All right, this is a difference of perfect squares, so it factors to m minus 5 and m plus 5. All right, to get to the next question, you do not hit submit or anything. You simply go to the next button and click next. It says select an expression that is equivalent to the square root of 3 to the 8th power. I'm going to give this answer, so if you wish to practice this yourself, pause the video. All right, so this is asking you for two numbers, identical numbers, that multiply to 3 to the 8th. That's what square rooting is all about. Square root of 100 is 10 because 10 times 10 is 100. So I'm looking for two values that multiply to 3 to the 8th. If I look at the selection, 3 to the 4th, if I multiply it by itself, I will get 3 to the 8th. So this is the answer. Click next. All right, so a slightly different type of problem. It says click the table to indicate whether each equation has no real solution, one real solution, or infinitely many real solutions. It's not really asking you to solve. It's asking you to say if there's a solution, and if so, how many. And so if you recall this proportion, of course, we could cross multiply. And if I do that, I get, pause the video if you do not want to hear the solution. You want to try this yourself. So this is 20x times, and that will be equal to the other cross product of 20x, and that means I get an identical value on each side. When there's an identity like that, there are infinitely many solutions. This will have a single solution. I'm sure if you go through the solving process, you will find that out. This one is definitely a thinking problem. It's about a radical with a positive sign on the outside added to a positive number equaling 0. That's not possible to add two positive numbers and get 0. You can think of it also if you move the 6 over here to get negative 6, a positive number equal to a negative number. That's not possible, so no real solution. All right, so I hit next. Just skip the other buttons. You won't be using those, so hit next. And then the last one I want to show you is how to type in an expression. They usually give a typing keyboard here. You can also use your computer laptop keyboard, but there are special symbols like fractions. If you hit that, you can type in a fraction. I can undo that with the undo button or the delete button. This will allow you to type in exponential expression, so something like x, and then I use the arrow keys to move to the higher, hit this. Okay, I type in an x, and then I hit this button. It moves up to the power. Now if I want to type in, another expression, I'll need to move out of that exponent. So I move it down like that, like so, and then I continue. All right, so you go ahead and answer this problem and continue the test. At some point, it will tell you, it will ask if you would like to review some of the answers that you've done. You can do that if you wish, or you just continue on with the test. When you're done, submit a screenshot of the last screen which says results to me using your Google Classroom assignment. So right through the assignment, please submit that screenshot. All right, good luck. Have fun.